Hello guys, it's Miss Ponce de Leon. We're going to get started on the review for test 3.2, which is tomorrow. So make sure you take good notes since this is an open note test. This will be a great resource for you. Okay, so starting out with the first question, it says graph the system and state the solution. Okay, if you want to get started over here, let's just write a couple notes on the top. Write down y equals to mx plus b. Okay, that is our slope-intercept form. Okay, I'm going to put slope-intercept form. And anytime we're graphing, that's form, a line, we want to make sure we're in slope-intercept form. Okay, so in this form, m is our slope, and b is our y-intercept. Okay, so that's something you should know by now. Okay, so if you look at this first equation, y equals 1/3 x minus 3. In this equation, our slope, hold on a minute. Our slope is 1/3, and our y-intercept is -3. Okay, remember, slope is our rise over run. So if I want to graph that equation, I'll start out with my slope, my intercept being, let me get back over here. My intercept is -3 right here. And then my slope is my rise over run. So I'm going to go ahead and make myself a note. My slope is my rise over run. Okay, so if I have 1/3, I go up 1/3. So here's so up 1/3. I'm going to go down 1/3 here. Okay, so this line right here is the line of my equation y equals 1/3 x minus 3. Okay, now our next line, I'm going to see if I can change up colors here. Actually, I'm going to try green again. Hopefully if I get a bigger font, maybe this might work for me. Okay, so my next equation is y equals -5/3x plus 3. Okay, so in this equation, my slope is -5/3, and my y-intercept is a +3. So when I graph that, I go to first start out with my y-intercept is 3, and then I'm going to go down, I know it's a negative slope, so I'm going to go down 5 to the right 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right 3. So down 5 to the right 3, 1, 2, 3 gets me here. Okay, and then kind of run out of room on my graph here, but this is going to be my line. So down 5, right 3. Okay, so if you look at this graph, you have intersecting lines, and where they intersect is right here at this point. So that is the solution to my equation. So again, we write this in an ordered pair. So my solution is, my x value is, let's see, I keep messing up here. My x value is 1, 2, 3, so 3, hold on a minute, this is messing up. Okay, so 3, oh goodness. 3, sorry, having problems over here, -2. Okay, so that is the solution to my system of equations. Okay, so let's go on to next question, number 2. Okay, for those of you who remember kind of what, let me fix this, let me erase this mess over here. Nope, that's not going to do that. Okay, for those of you who remember, okay, if you remember Hoy Vux, okay, Hoy Okay, and let me write VUX. Okay, VUX is vertical lines, have an undefined slope, and the equation is x equal to something. And then HOI is horizontal lines, have a 0 slope, and their equation is y equals to something. Okay, so if I take a look at my graphing x equals to 4, y equals to -2, I can start out with let's start out with HOI since I'm here already in blue. Okay, this equation, y equals to -2, is a horizontal line. So I put my point on y equals -2. So here's y equals -2. And then I know it's a horizontal line, so it goes like this. Okay. Now, x equals to 4 is VUX. Okay, so this is going to be my x equals to 4 right here. Hold on. I'm not sure why this pen's not working. I'm sorry. Hold on just a minute. Okay, x equals to 4. Okay, so x equals to 4, I go over here on my x-axis. X equals to 4 is right here, and I know that's a vertical line. So this is my equation. This is the line for my equation there. Now where these two lines intersect is this piece right here. Okay, so that ordered pair is x is 4, y is -2. Okay, so we've graphed this so you can see that, but if you take a look at your two lines, x equals to 4 and y equals -2, that's just tells you your ordered pair, 4, -2. Okay, so again, if you need to graph it, here's the graph, but you can simply look at that and see a horizontal and vertical line are going to cross at the ordered pair of their x and y value. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward, not too difficult. Okay, our next question is question number 3. Let's go here. Graph and state the solution. Okay, so number 3, we've got another set of equations. Okay, you have y, oops, I'm not sure why this is messing up, but oh well. We've got y equals -3 over 2x plus 2, where my slope is -3 over 2, and my y-intercept is 2. So I'm going to start with my y-intercept being 2 right here. Remember, my slope is my rise over run. If you forget about that, just go ahead and write it again. So I'm going to, I know it's a negative slope, so I know it's going to slant down. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 over 2. So again, having problems with this crazy pen. But let's set down 3 over 2, right? 1, 2, 3 over 2. Down 3 over 2. I can go up 3 to the left 2. Okay, so this right here, kind of not drawn perfectly, but there you go, something like that, is the line for the equation y equals -3/2 x plus 2. Okay, now if I go to my next equation, y equals -1/2 x minus 2. Okay, my slope is -1/2. My y-intercept is -2. Again, my rise over run. So here's my -2 for my y-intercept. I know it's going to be a downward slope, so down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. Okay, I can go up 1 to the left 2. Okay, so this line, I'm not drawn really well, but here's the line for that one. Okay, if I had done a better job of drawing, it's this point right here where they intersect, I believe. So we see down 3, 1, 2, 3 over 2. Yeah. Okay. So my blue line is a little bit messed up. So my blue line should actually be coming more like that. Okay. So go ahead, clean that up a little bit. And then here's my solution. And that solution is x value 1, 2, 3, 4, -4. So we've got 4, negative 4 as my solution. Okay, so okay, so there's that one. Okay, now our next problem on this page, if I scroll up here, let's see, it says find the slope of 2 points, then give a parallel and perpendicular slope. Okay, so finding the slope of the 2 points, excuse me, you should know your slope formula. Excuse me. So our slope formula, give me here, slope, that's M, that's the same thing as slope. Okay, our slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, and those x and y's, what that means, it's don't be intimidated by the 1s and 2s. That basically means your first y value, your second y value, and such. Okay, so I'm going to do this here. I'm going to show you on the points here. This is your x1 and your y1. Okay, and then this is your x2 and your y2. Okay, what that means is your x value from your first point, your y value from your first point, your x value from your second point, your y value from your second point. So if I plug those in, okay, my second y is a negative 5 minus, the minus is part of my formula, and then my first y is 2, okay? And then we divide that by our second x is negative 1, minus is part of our formula, and then our first x is a negative 10. Okay, so if I simplify this, I've got on top negative 5 minus 2 is negative 7, divided by negative 1 minus a negative 10. That is the same thing as negative 1 plus 10. Okay, that reduces to, or simplifies to negative 7 over 9. Okay, so this is the slope of the line that given those 2 points. So my slope is going to be, let me box that in. My slope is, sorry guys, having trouble with this pen. Okay, my slope sorry about that. Be patient with me. My slope is negative 7 over 9. Okay, so that is the slope of that line. Okay, a parallel slope, you guys need to know that parallel slopes, that's this parallel symbol, are the same. So if the two lines have the same slope, then they are parallel. Okay, so that's the parallel slope. Okay, and then a perpendicular slope. Okay, so if you guys remember, the symbol for perpendicular looks something like this. So a perpendicular slope would be the opposite reciprocal. So if one is negative, then your other one will be positive. So we've got a positive 9 over 7 is a perpendicular slope. Okay, so just kind of write yourself a couple of notes here. Parallel lines have the same slope. Okay, so I'm going to circle this part right here, same slope. Perpendicular slopes, okay, are opposite reciprocal slopes. Okay, opposite means if one is positive, the other one is negative. Reciprocal means you flip your numerator and denominator in your fraction. Okay, so there you go. So that's it for page 1 on your review. We'll go on to page 2.